I'll be turning 25 soon. And I wanted to come on here and share the 10 things that I've learned that I think could be helpful to other people. So without further ado, we can jump right in. The number one most important thing I think I've learned is the rule of twos, which is just 2 days in a row. And this could be applied to good things and bad things. Working out, taking your vitamins, don't go 2 days in a row without it. You can miss a day, that's fine, don't miss 2 days. And then it can be flipped and reversed for bad things. Don't drink 2 days in a row. Don't smoke 2 days in a row. And obviously there's limitation. There's some things that you should never do. I wish I had never started vaping or getting addicted to nicotine, because it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, was quitting that. And it still sucks. And it's been a long time since I've quit. So do yourself a favor. Just be aware of how often you do things. Before you know it, you can blink and you've been doing it for years and years, and time goes by way faster than you think. Number 2 is silent victories. You're going to find that most of your friends and everybody around you is going to post most, if not all, achievements and victories within their life. Practicing not sharing every single good thing that happens is going to be very powerful in the future. And I've achieved a lot in the last couple of years, and I've almost posted none of it. I do have an Instagram, but I don't really post myself. I post my craft. So my photography, my video editing, and I try to avoid ever really posting myself. I want it to be about what I can do. So just having silent victories, and even, in the gym, I've made tons of progress, but I don't post that I'm at the gym. I don't post shirtless pictures because I don't need people to tell me that I've come so far. I know I have, and I don't need everyone else to tell me that. Number 3 is thinking for yourself. You'd be surprised how many people don't want to do something or do want to do something that just never say it. And they even did a study on this in college, where telling people that their friends only had 2 to 3 drinks was more effective than saying the effects of alcohol and how bad it is for you, because people use everything as a social currency. They want to impress people, and you just want to fit in, and it's understandable. But if you are the one that actually stands up and says if something's right or wrong, chances are other people will actually follow you. So don't assume that you're the odd man out. Assume that you're the one that's leading the pack. Number 4 is failing. Failing is really, really good in almost every aspect of life. Failed relationships, failing a test, failing out of a class. All of these things teach you really powerful lessons, and it's really hard to be in that mindset in the moment of that it's a good thing. But when you look back on a lot of your failures, you realize on how much they led to your successes. So every time you fail, try to maintain a mindset of that while it sucks, it's going to be helpful in the future. Number 5 is choose your friend group wisely. And you probably heard this one a lot, but you will become the average of the sum of your friend group. So if all 4 of your friends are stoners, you're going to become the 5th stoner. And I've experienced this personally, and I'm glad that I was friends with the people I was friends with, because they are really kind-hearted and loving people, and they'll be my friends for life. But stepping away from them and only hanging out with them very, very occasionally has been really good for me, because I didn't want that life for myself. And you'll find that most of them end up changing too. So just be really careful about who you're friends with. Be friends with people that are kind and loving and are kind to others and support you and, help you celebrate your victories and are there for your losses. So just be very mindful about who you spend time with. Number 6 is don't take life too serious. One of my favorite mottos is don't worry, we live on a rock. And you realize once you get older that a lot of the things that were huge deals in your past, breaking up with a girl or failing out of school or not getting a job that you wanted, seemed really big in the moment, but didn't really matter, and they led you where you wanted to be. So don't take it too serious. Have fun. That doesn't mean go be a degenerate full time, but don't take everything so serious. You don't need to be a millionaire right away. You don't need to be the most successful one in your class. It doesn't really matter. And once you get older, you'll realize that nobody really cares. So just have fun, but also be safe and be mindful. Number 7 is be very mindful about what you do every day, because your life ends up becoming the habits that you do. So it might be that you smoke once a day, and then it becomes 2 days, then it becomes 3 days, and then next thing you know, it's been years of your life. And it goes way faster than you think. So building habits from a young age is going to be really, really important, just good habits. And you can start super small and just even do one thing every 2 months and just do that thing every day. And then before you know it, it will become like your nature and you won't even have to think about it. Same goes with bad habits. Try as much as you can to not get into bad habits, because it's really, really easy to get addicted to a lot of things. And this includes social media. The less time you spend on social media, the more your future self will thank you, because your dopamine receptors won't be completely fried and you'll actually be able to have delayed gratification and accomplish a lot more than others. Number 8 is heartbreak will happen. If you haven't had your heart broken yet, you probably haven't lived long enough. So you can expect to get your heart broken at some point in time in your life, and that's okay. Because when you look back on getting your heart broken, you realize that your heart grew stronger and you became a better person because of it. So don't get discouraged and feel like the world is ending just because you got your heart broken. It happens to everyone, and it will make you better overall. Number 9 is take risks and have fun. Life is going to go by a lot faster than you think. And when you look back, you'll wish that you took the risk and did something different, and you'll regret it if you didn't. So while you're young and you don't have responsibilities of maybe a wife, kids, a dog, go take the risk, have fun with it, don't be afraid to fail, and everything will work out the way it's supposed to. Finally, number 10, get off your phone and sit in silence. I've felt the effects of having a dopamine deficiency because I've grown up with prime YouTube, watching all these crazy creators do all these things and all these social medias while my brain was developing, and it's screwed me up majorly. And it's really, really hard to sit alone with my thoughts and have creative, original ideas because of that. So the more that you can get off your phone and just sit with your thoughts and focus on who you want to become, and not just looking at others for inspiration and looking inward for inspiration and ideas and everything that you want to do, is going to help you so much. So if you enjoyed this, maybe like, subscribe if you want. I'm going to try to post some more stuff like this that's just going to try to help people and, not be all just dopamine crazed things, and help you kind of find more value and passion in your own life. And I'd love for you to drop a comment on what you found helpful and maybe add something that you've learned throughout your life that you think could help somebody else. So take it easy. We'll see you next time.